Hey guys, I want to show you a few next journals in line and then a few blank journals that I got recently. And this is my current journal. It's about halfway done. I've been using it a few weeks and I have a lot going on, so it's kind of filling up quicker than usual. And then the sticker just cracks me up. So it's from Emma. I can't even say it normally. Um, you and PJ were like on a clown. That they were on a clown and like seance slash drawing live stream we did one. So every time I say their voice, it has to be like a clown voice. Uh, but yeah, and this journal is from BJ. Anyone who's like doesn't know the history of the clown or anything like clown voice or whatever probably is like what's going on. Um, but yeah, I was doing like an ink swatch one night on a live stream and it turned into drawing a creepy clown and it's haunted us forever. But I'm gonna use this journal as another current one. I like having multiple journals going at the same time these days, even though this is kind of a primary one. I just like to have multiple options, like different paper types and stuff. And this one's, I've never used a journal this big. So big. It's not what she said. But it's, I think it'll be interesting. I usually, like, if I'm going to write a page, I usually finish the whole thing off. So, just like the ice cream in my life. So, I might end up doing like a handful of days or a handful of entries on each page in this. I think that'll be kind of a interesting, like, mix, like, toss-up difference or whatever. And I've never seen a journal with days and months like this on it, so that's kind of useful. I don't know why more don't have it actually. And then I cut the face off this thing because it was in the Happy Meal too, and now I can like smash its face. It's really fun to smash it in a journal. I'm not sure how like if this will stay on there, but yeah, I've been really into decorating inner covers in recent years. Have I shown you this one? I got it at Barnes & Noble. It's a Flame Tree Publishing one, and it's going to be another current in line. I've never really used like fantasy-looking journals until this year. This is the second one. I used the bookshelf one earlier this year, but it's got gold embellishments, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's debossed or embossed. I think it's debossed because it's like got raised elements, but I don't know. I guess I want to leave magic. And I had a creepy face right here, and I covered that up. But the art's really neat. It's got like trees inside a mountain and a moon, like all sorts of stuff everywhere. And then, oh yeah, this one I've had since I was really young. I wrote a handful of pages back then for the youth group thing I was in. So it's got some of my handwriting then, and I want to use it now just because my life's kind of similar to then. Like I'm moving, but I don't know where. One sec, I gotta switch. My arm keeps going numb. It's really irritating. It was like that when I woke. I mean, it happens a lot, but yeah, it was like it took a few hours for it to get back to normal when I woke up, and that kind of freaked me out. Even though it's like perfectly fine, it's just probably like stress. It used to happen all the time when I took Topamax for migraines, and that was not my favorite thing. And like eyelid twitching with that, but I stopped taking that a few months ago, and I haven't had much of that since anyway. But I got some new crap. I got antidepressants again, Wellbutrin, and I started taking it like 2 weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. So it really, like, I don't know if it'll help. But when I took it in early 2015, I took that and Ritalin. That was like a perfect combo for me. But I can't get Ritalin here because I live in the middle of nowhere, and there's no real like healthcare waiting lists are ridiculous. I got migraine stuff. I'm pretty sure it was at like 3 a.m. I was like, I'm gonna need this like soon, because I have a lot of like going on in my life. My family's visiting for the third time this year, and they pretty much visited me like 3 times in my adult life until this year. So that's a lot, and they're gonna be here a week again, and they always clean, and they're very like active, so it's very exhausting. And I'm moving, but I'm not sure when. And before moving, my landlord's renovating, so I have to move all my stuff into the kitchen, so like all my furniture and everything into the kitchen, so they can do the floor. And then I have to find a place to live, and we have some big work stuff coming up. So I'm pretty much working like weekends for like a month and a half. And then school, it's final exam week for one of my classes, and I have 2 more classes starting in July, and a bunch of big work events I'm kind of nervous about because I really don't want to get sick at them. So that's why I was like getting migraine stuff at 3 a.m. but I didn't get the. It was this online app where you see a doctor virtually. You don't actually have to physically see them. You type in your info. And I know a lot of people don't care about my life, but screw it. I'm just gonna go for it. If any of you want a life update, there it is. So yeah, I selected a few options like Imitrex and stuff for nausea with migraines, and he also gave me a preventative metoprolol, which I really did not want to take. Is like a off-label for migraines because like I kind of needed that for blood pressure anyway, but like I don't want to take that much of it to like try to help with migraines too, because it's really for blood pressure and heart stuff. But my blood pressure is high as fuck, so maybe it'll hit like two birds with one stone. But it just kind of makes me nervous taking stuff like that because I'm not good at keeping track of that. And I know a lot of people do alarm clocks on their phone, but I'm such a nervous, like sound sensitive person that kind of stuff doesn't really it doesn't really work well for me when it's like that many times a day. But anyway, I'm glad I got migraine stuff and antidepressants, and I got birth control last night. That's when I kind of like when I woke up with a head like numbing, I'm like, crap, I fucked myself off, because it's not really like the birth control I got can raise your blood pressure. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have taken that one, but it's fine. It was just like I think stress gives me like numb hands, and like how I slept wrong. My bed kind of sucks. Like it kind of like numbs my whole body, so it's perfectly like I'm perfectly good. But anyway, I'm glad I got some like healthcare recently and stuff for migraines and Reglan for like nausea too with migraines. I don't know if anyone has had luck with those. Let me know. I used to take rizatriptan and Topamax, but Topamax made my short-term memory even worse. So, but yeah, I'm trying to kind of get my health decent enough to be able to do more than full-time work, more than full-time school, moving. Like families visiting, they're thinking about moving here. That's why they're visiting so often. But now they're thinking their chance of moving here is like 40%. It's kind of gotten lower for them. The weather here is hell, and it's just they don't have jobs here and whatever. But I've never lived in the same state or region as any of my relatives as an adult, so that would be interesting. So yeah, I'm trying to get my health together because I've been sick like so much this year. And like gagging every 10 minutes with migraines and like all sorts of, and from blood pressure and whatever else. But anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. I can't sleep like the entire night because my hands go numb, or I'm like gonna eat my arm off or whatever. But I've been trying to adult and like find a place to live and clean up here and like pack more and just do work stuff, even though it involves working every weekend, like every day of my life for the next month and a half. I've been trying to hire an assistant at work, but people keep no-showing, and I can't keep spending time to try to hire someone. They're not going to show up, and then I have more to do, and I'm even more behind than I already am. But yeah, I know most people don't care about that, but anyway, this journal is, I was using this when I was young, and when I was about to move and like switch schools and a lot of other things. This one was like, okay, I had a lot of like life changes back then, so I'm gonna use it now because it's like a fitting. It fits now. Like same with this one. I used this once when I moved across the country, changed schools and all sorts of stuff, and then I've been using as a kind of summary journal ever since. I want to say it's like halfway done now. I'd fill a page out or half a page out every semester for years now, but I decided to use it as a daily journal and finish it off like that. Mostly just because to remind myself that like I've had a lot of like I've moved around across the country multiple times and switched jobs and schools so many times and all this stuff that like I can do it again. That's what I'm trying to like convince myself of. This is an old markings journal, and I wish I could find another one because I really like this one. I didn't finish it when I used it back then, but that was just because I wasn't really into journaling. And then another current journal that I don't really use much, but I still occasionally do, is this one. And I got this one when I was a kid. It's from The Gap. My friend and I got a play journal and then a dream sleep journal back then. And I'd written a handful of pages in here, but then I guess we forgot that we had them and stopped using them. But I put these, my initials on there and kind of decorated, and then I made the pages be rainbow. It had white paper in it, but I took a lot of that out and put some rainbow paper in here instead. just to kind of make it more fun. And then, I know it's kind of a lot at once, but this one is my parent gave me in high school, but when I went to a college during high school and lived in a dorm there and stuff, and I didn't use it then, but I have some like old add-ins from there, like plane tickets and receipts from t-shirts and a few postcards and stuff, so I might use this at some point too. It's got weird paper, and I'm kind of just tempted to use it because, this was with me during some life changes, and I kind of, it might be fitting for now. I really want to move to a different city, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, so I'm just going to move locally and stick with my current job, which I like, but it's too far of a commute, and I really want something telecommute, because driving that much also numbs my hands out, and it's just like exhausting. Driving is physically exhausting. Surprisingly not for old people. My family's here, I'm like, you're not worn out from driving, and they're like, well, if I drive 10 hours, then yeah, but I'm like, driving around town doesn't, make your arms tired and stuff, and they're like, no. And one's a elderly heart patient who had open heart surgery earlier, well, that had open heart surgery last fall. I'm like, okay, why am I tired from driving? This person's not. But I just don't like driving in general. It sucks. Drivers are assholes here. They can't drive for shit. The roads are hell. It's like driving on a crater on the moon. The roads are that bumpy. It screwed up my car. I got a bunch of stuff fixed on it a while back, and I've had 2 flat tires this year and a lot of partially deflated tires because of it, because the roads are just that bad here. And anyway, so yeah, those are the kind of current journals / next in lines, and then there's a few other that I probably use at some point. I don't know if it'll be this year or what, but this one's a can't breathe, death. It's always awkward to make videos because I'm kind of out of practice and I'm so tired that I can't really think clearly, so I'm like, this video is going to suck and not be very useful, but I miss the old casual videos that YouTube used to have, and I like to think maybe someone could relate to any of it, maybe school, work stress, or health issues, or, I don't know, depression, or, I don't know, or buying new journals, I don't know, it's just some of it. So hopefully this isn't I don't know, totally pointless. I kind of just want to do something so I don't get out of the habit of doing YouTube completely, because I still want to keep in touch with a lot of you and get to know a lot of you more. And I did reply to everyone who's a pen pal with me who wrote me. I replied a week ago, so hopefully you'll get your letter soon. I know it took a long time, but I'm sick and had a lot of life shit going on. And a lot of family shit too. I mean, they've been visiting a lot this year, which is exhausting, but they also have health stuff. Thankfully my parent had open heart surgery last year, is doing really well, but they sometimes pass out. So when they were here, they started passing out, and I ran over there to try to grab the person. Thankfully, who did not fall, because I would have been crushed literally if I tried to cushion their fall. And I take this. That person takes metoprolol, and so that's what I'm doing also, and it makes you dizzy and pass out a lot, and it's really irritating. You usually catch yourself before you pass out, but yeah, I've kind of had a lot of other relatives with health issues, and it's just a lot of I've had too much in life going on this year to be able to reply before now. I'm mostly just feeling like hell all the time, and having a bunch of migraines and hurling and from blood pressure and migraines and whatever. That's kind of TMI. But anyway, this journal is an old Peter Popper Press one. I'm pretty sure it's from 2008, because that's kind of one of the reasons that it was tempted me. If it's a good year, I'd kind of be more inclined to get that journal than if it's not. And I kind of have an owl fetish now. I kept seeing owls and elephants in stores with my friend for years, and we're like, ugh, why? But I guess they grew on me, because now I kind of like them. My previous journal I just finished was another Peter Popper Press one, owl one, that's 6.5 by 8.5 with owls and trees on it. I know I say Mom. I get but I can't make it a good video, so fuck it. But anyway, where's I even going with any of that? pen pals, want to keep in touch. I don't know. It's really nice to have online friends who can relate in some way, and even like the doing nice, like the, people who write nice letters, or like do things like this, or just say hi or care, or leave a comment that's nice, or any of that. It's just really, it's really special, and it's kind of saved my ass more than once. So I want to put something online. Like, I want to make some kind of video, even if it's just crap. Anyway, this journal is another one that I want to use at some point, probably this year. It's this brand, and they had this brand on here so many times that I put stickers all over the other times that they had the brand name on it. What else? Oh yeah, it had the brand on it a lot. I started putting in some quotes in here. I like to add in quotes from like movies, TV shows, famous people, and that kind of thing, and just like quirky sayings. Let me see. I don't know if I really put many in there. Hang on. Okay, I probably did not, but. And then this one I wanted for years, ever since it came out, and I finally found one. It's an old Alice in Wonderland moleskin from probably 2014 or 15, and I kind of like that we're all mad here, because I do kind of feel like, well, angry. No, not really angry. I think everyone has their own like unique traits and quirkiness, and I don't know. I guess it reminds me of that. And a certain level of badness is kind of fun. And like, I know a lot of people, like even like my boss and stuff, who takes a lot of chances and takes risks and ends up things working out. I think like being mad can be just being like brave enough to try something new too. What else? Oh yeah, this one I got at Barnes & Noble yesterday. Barnes & Noble is open again, which makes me happy, but they don't have their cafe fully open, and so you can't really hang out. But this is another Peter Proper Press one, and I swear I'm not like endorsed by any of these people. They should. But these, I've never used this size though. It's probably 6x8 or 6.5x8.5. I don't know. It's really, I wish it was like narrower and smaller, because these pages take forever to fill, and it like kind of hurts your hands. But it's really pretty. I've wanted this one forever. I have the Timeless Tree one, and it seems like there's one other. Maybe I don't. I could have sworn I had like another tree one like this. I think I do. But there's a Timeless Tree one, and then I don't know. Maybe I'll show that in another video, but I don't know if this will be one I use this year, because I kind of have a lot like already, but I just thought it was really pretty. I wanted it for so long that I found it necessary to get that too. And yeah, the main ones right now are going to be like these four, and mostly this purple one, but I like having a different variety of, options and stuff. And I don't know, I hope everyone is having a decent summer, and this video is so long. I better get back to work, because that's the best part of adulting. I have so much crap to catch up. Anyway, have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.